So I have My Bank One that I use. We'll call it a very creative name, My Bank One. And then I also have My Bank Two. And we also use Credit Card One and Credit Card Two. And we also use cash for some transactions. So it's like a stove with 5 burners on it. And we'll just eliminate that sample saving for a moment. Now, I've identified 5 typical places. Now the cash, when I refer to cash, I don't just refer to cash in a pot. That's cash as in my wallet, my wife's purse, the kitchen counter, just general cash. It's cash all over the place. And if we look at these 5 places that we've identified where we keep our money, and we jump to the month of January, and we look here on across the columns, we see, in fact, that there's 5 columns identified in this way. Now let's go back to the pots. We've basically completed step 1. Or should I say we've almost completed step 1, because we need to identify how much money we have in each of these places. So let's go to the month of January, and let's pretend we started on January the 9th. So I'd have to go to My Bank One, get a statement there, or pull it up on my phone and find out that the bank balance at that point is 1234.67. Now, that's what the institution says. That's why it says the institution's data, their data. And I'm going to be tracking from that starting point, so that'll be my starting point as well. That is 1234.67. And when I put it in properly, I get a little well done message that shows that I'm tracking. I'm tracking with their data, and it's well done. So Bank 2 has a balance, positive balance of 567.00, and that's where I want to start as well, at 567.00. When you do this on your own, initially you may just want to do one bank at a time. The credit card has a negative balance of negative 78.95, and that's what I'm going to start tracking for, or tracking with. And credit cards are much trickier to track just because of the nature of credit cards. We'll tell you more about that later. And then credit card 2, which I'm going to track as well, has a negative balance of negative 111.99, and that's where I'm going to start off as well. So each of these 4 pots, I'm going to track my spending against their recording, and that's why we have 2 columns. On cash, with cash though, I don't want to waste time counting all the cash and all the wallets and purses and countertops, so I'm going to hide 3 columns there because we're not going to be reconciling to an institution here. So basically step 1, we've identified our pots and our burners and how much is in each place. And if we go back to step 1, we're basically done, other than just to point out to you that there's little pop-ups here that you can read at your leisure, because you can customize this open architecture to an enormous amount, basically as you like.